Hello everyone, welcome back to the Dugout Football channel. I have just about recovered from that game yesterday. Chelsea 0, Liverpool 0. Liverpool winning their 9th Carabao Cup on penalties by 11 penalties to 10. In this video I'm going to break down, react and give you my match reaction to the game. So starting things off, we'll start obviously the starting lineup for Liverpool, and it was as strong as you really got, to be honest with you. I mean, obviously the main exception was, Kelleher, the second choice goalkeeper. And then you had Trent, you had Matip, Van Dijk, Robertson, Fabinho, Thiago, we will come on to that very shortly, Henderson, and then Luis Diaz, Sadio Mane and Mohamed Salah. So everything was going well. And then about 10 minutes before kickoff, Thiago gets an injury in the warm-up. Now, we don't know the full extent of Thiago's injury, but it does look like it is some sort of muscular problem. Anyway, Chelsea's lineup was as the same lineup as you could probably get for the game that they played against us in January. It was Mendy in goal. It was Chalobah, Silva, Rudiger, Azpilicueta, Kante, Kovacic, Alonso, Mount, Pulisic and Havertz. So that was basically almost their full strength side, with maybe a few exceptions. But yeah, best 0-0 ever? Probably for me. I mean, Liverpool have obviously won the League Cup because of a 0-0 draw. But we'll go through the first half because Chelsea had the best opportunity in the first 5 minutes. Lovely play from N'Golo Kante. He plays into Azpilicueta. Azpilicueta finds Pulisic, and Pulisic is onside. And if you're a Chelsea fan, you're saying that Pulisic should score. If you're a Liverpool fan, you're saying that it's a fantastic save by Caoimhin Kelleher. And you have to say it was a fantastic save because, it's point-blank range. Pulisic should score. Pulisic, that was the best opportunity that they had in that first half. And the more the game went on, Chelsea started brightly, but the last sort of 25 minutes, Liverpool really got into the game. And if we have to say that Kelleher had a very good game, Mendy had a fantastic game, and he had to be alert for the double save that was coming up as well. Lovely play again for Liverpool. Luis Diaz, Jordan Henderson to Naby Keita. Naby Keita hits a shot, Mendy saves it, and then Sadio Mane has the whole of the goal to aim at. But credit to Mendy, he puts his hands out and it goes over the bar. Fantastic save from Edouard Mendy. Absolutely amazing save with that. And then Chelsea have another gilt-edged chance in the 43rd minute. Brilliant play again from Chelsea. You have to say that. Havertz plays into Mount, and Mount again. I mean, look, Mason Mount. We'll come on to the second half because he missed another edge opportunity. But that miss, I mean, he was stretching, to be fair to him, but it's a lovely ball from Havertz. He is onside. He goes clear through, and all the goal to aim at, and he misses by putting it wide. And you just felt at that moment that Chelsea were slowly getting into their groove, and Liverpool had to defend a lot for sure. But yeah, those were the best chances of the first half, you would have to say as well. We come into the second half, and the action doesn't stop there. I mean, Chelsea have the biggest chance of the game for me because Mason Mount is clear through on goal. Trent and Van Dijk, he manages to break clear of those. Has a whole of the goal to aim at. Kelleher to beat. He aims to the right-hand side. He hits the post. And by then you're thinking it's not going to be Chelsea's day. It is not going to be Chelsea's day. And then Liverpool do go in front with a goal. Actually, I've just remembered that we did. We obviously have the Naby Keita challenge to talk about. If you want my unbiased point of view, I think it was two players going for the same ball. But actually, when you look at it, Keita has caught his man. And I do think that had that been anywhere else on the pitch, I think that might have been a red card. I think he was lucky. But the fact that it didn't go to VAR was very, very interesting for me. But I do think Keita was a little bit fortunate to stay on the pitch. But then we do go on to the disallowed goal. Now, at first moment when I was obviously doing the watch along, I thought that it was brought back for a foul from Van Dijk on to James. Now, it's been given as offside, and it is one of the narrowest offside decisions you're ever going to see. Lovely free kick from Trent. Goes to Mane. Mane heads it down, which makes it really, really difficult for Mendy and Azpilicueta. And it goes to Joel Matip, and Joel Matip heads it into the back of the net. And that was a very, very good finish. And then you're thinking at that point, Liverpool have done it. They've wielded on the pressure. They've allowed Chelsea to come onto them, and then they managed to get that goal. But actually, when you look at it, it is the narrowest of offside. I think it must be his toenail that is offside. It is one of the fine margins is when you get to the offside decisions, but it was a very, very interesting decision. And then Chelsea go up the other end and they put the ball in the back of the net, but Timo Werner is judged to be offside, and that was the correct decision because he was just ahead of play and he was offside. So Havertz does put the ball in the net with the good save from Kelleher to try and keep it out, but that does go over the line. But the offside flag is up again. And this one is not really, you don't really have to say it's not offside or not. It is offside. It is, because Werner is ahead of play, and I think that was very, very good. But Liverpool have always played this high line. It is catching opposition attackers out, and it is working very, very well, for sure. So nothing to separate them during the first half and the second half. We come on to the first half of extra time, and this is where I thought that Liverpool were going to maybe lose, because Lukaku has a goal ruled out. I'm going to say this now. I thought this was onside at the first time I saw it. I thought, oh, no. I did think that Lukaku was onside. But yet again, faintest of margins that he is offside. I think it's his armpit again. Like, VAR is there to, count out these mistakes, but I'll tell you something, that was another marginal decision. It was. Lukaku finishes well, to be fair, and people can joke about the fact that he only had 7 touches of the ball against Crystal Palace, but he actually had a good game when he came on, and he was very, very unfortunate as well. But no, Liverpool still remained 0-0, and then a little bit of a flashpoint at the end of the first half of extra time. Trent gets fouled by Havertz. I didn't think Trent had a very, very good game at all, to be honest with you. Havertz manages to foul him, and then both of them get a yellow card for stupidity, it has to be said. And the funniest moment was Harvey Elliott, who I think must be about, I think he's 18, 5'7" inches tall, and he manages to, rattle the Chelsea players, which was absolutely fantastic to see. But it must be said that I think looking at that, it was very, very fortunate that nothing happened, because Trent did slightly move his head towards Havertz, and you have seen red cards given for that as well. But I thought it was very, very good of the referee not to do that. Anyway, but going on into the second half of extra time, not many chances this time at all. Mendy yet again. I think Van Dijk header was the one save that Mendy had to make in that second half of extra time. Absolutely fantastic header from Virgil van Dijk. So unlucky Had it been anywhere in the corner, I don't think Mendy is getting there. But Mendy up until that point was my man of the match as a whole. I thought he was excellent, absolutely excellent as well. So I thought he was very, very good in that aspect. But then the big decision comes that, well, actually, talking about that, Havertz has another goal chopped off for offside. And again, that is the correct decision because he is offside. He is slightly gone ahead of play. Finishes well, to be fair, but it is offside as well. So, and now we come to the big decision. Kepa, known for being refusing to be substituted in the 2019 final against Manchester City, he is then subbed on for Edouard Mendy. Now, everyone has said that you look back to the 2014 World Cup where Louis van Gaal had Tim Krul on the bench and he played Jasper Cillessen as the goalkeeper against Costa Rica. Now, that was going really, really well. Louis van Gaal then decides to sub on Tim Krul, and Tim Krul wins the game for them because I think he saved 2 or 3 penalties in the shootout against Costa Rica. And then all of a sudden, Thomas Tuchel decides to bring on Kepa Arrizaballaga. Now I'm thinking at this point, yeah, Kepa's on to obviously save penalties. He's a penalty shot stopper, but then I remember Edouard Mendy saved 2 penalties, or I think it was 1 penalty in the African Cup of Nations final. I for the life of me, I can't remember the Egypt player's name, but he did save a penalty. So the fact that Mendy has gone off to be subbed on to be subbed off for Kepa has just made this decision the more baffling because look, Kepa is a good goalkeeper, but as we'll come on to the penalties. He got nowhere near the penalties. He got absolutely nowhere near. So I was very, very surprised that, man of the match Mendy went off. And very, very strange decision there. But we will come on to the penalties because, as we said, penalties were fantastically taken. Absolutely fantastically taken. James Milner steps up first for Liverpool. That was very, very good indeed. That was 1-0. Sends Kepa the wrong way. Marcus Alonso sends Kelleher the wrong way. And then Fabinho. Fabinho's penalty was absolutely amazing. Chip down the middle was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic to see that. And then Romelu Lukaku scores as well. And doing the thing to the Liverpool fans. Virgil van Dijk's penalty is quite incredible because Kepa's standing on one side and Van Dijk just decides to basically put it to the side where he is at. Cool as you like. Absolutely fantastic penalty. Kai Havertz was fantastic penalty as well. Trent Alexander-Arnold, great penalty from him. Reece James, great penalty from him. But yeah, again, it's just, This is what happens for them anyway. And then comes Mohamed Salah, cool as you like, 5-4. And Jorginho, we all knew that Salah and Jorginho were going to be the last 2 penalty kick takers anyway. And then 5-5. That happens then. And then Diogo Jota comes up 6-5. You're just hoping then that Rudiger would miss. Nope, Rudiger, great penalty. So we go on until one of them missed. Divock Origi, 7-6. N'Golo Kante, 7-7. So it just kept going on and on and on and on. Andy Robertson, 8-7. Great penalty, that one. Timo Werner. Kelleher almost got to that one. Squeezed under his body. So close there. Harvey Elliott, 9-8. Which was very, very good. Thiago Silva, showing his experience. Very, very good penalty there. Konate, I thought he'd missed it. I thought Konate had missed it because Kepa did get a hand to it, but it does go into the back of the net. And then Chalobah, yet again, Kelleher was very, very unfortunate with this one. Again, diving the right way. Just couldn't keep it out. And then come to the 2 goalkeepers, where Kelleher I don't think he's ever taken a penalty before, maybe done it in training or something, but fantastic penalty from him. And then comes Kepa Arrizaballaga with the chance to be a hero, to just keep the game going on. We would have to go into the next round of penalties. Skies it over, and Liverpool are Carabao Cup champions for the 9th time in a row. Well, the ninth time Liverpool are Carabao Cup champions. The most decorated club in this competition as well. Absolutely amazing scenes from Liverpool, and it's fantastic to see them, get a trophy. But yeah, one of the best 0-0s I've ever watched, has to be said. Drama through the 90 minutes. I think we had about 4 or 5 offside goals rolled out for the marginal of offside decisions, you have to say. But yeah, absolutely fantastic. Right, we'll come on to the player ratings, because Kelleher justified his pick to be goalkeeper in this game. Absolutely amazing performance from the young Irishman. It's got to be a 10, surely. I mean, Kelleher did absolutely nothing wrong. Handling was fantastic. Really impressive stuff from Caoimhin Kelleher. And for me, I think there were a lot of standout players for sure. I think there were a lot of standout players in this game. But for me, Kelleher, I'm gonna give Kelleher because the fact he's just won I love the fact that now Alisson had a good performance in the Champions League final against Tottenham. Adrian had a good good game against Chelsea in the Super Cup. And now Kelleher's had a fantastic game in the League Cup final. So all 3 goalkeepers have had an iconic performance for Liverpool in that moment. Kelleher, for me, I'm giving him a 10. I think Kelleher was absolutely outstanding. Had no chance with any of the penalties that he had. And, handling was good. I think he came out well at times as well. How to make yourself a hero, and a fantastic decision by Jurgen Klopp to bring them on ahead of Alisson for that final. Absolutely amazing. So yeah, Kelleher will get a 10. Trent Alexander-Arnold, didn't think it was his best performance. He was obviously booked as well, but throughout, he played the whole 120 minutes and, scored a very, very good penalty. So I'm not going to give anyone lower than an 8, because I think they all played their part, really. I think they were all fantastic. So Trent Alexander-Arnold gets an 8. Joel Matip, I think he was excellent the whole game, up until obviously having to go off, which I think was probably the right time. I think he was growing a little bit tired. So to have Kanati come on and for him, fresh legs, was absolutely a brilliant decision for me. But Matip, throughout that game, I'm going to give him 8.5. I think he was absolutely fantastic. Virgil van Dijk, I think he got the League Cup man of the match from, obviously, Sky. I thought he was extremely amazing again. Everything that was coming his way, he seemed to clear. He just looks so like he hasn't been away from that bad injury. Yes, I know he's had to take time to sort of get back into his stride, but he was excellent in that final. Really excellent. So for me, I'm giving Van Dijk a 9. I think... actually, no. If I give Kelleher a 10, I think probably Van Dijk would probably have to be right up there. Actually, I'm going to change that. I don't think anyone was probably worthy of it. I will give Van Dijk a 9.5. Robertson down the left combined very well with. Combined very well with Luis Diaz. That partnership was looking very good. Robertson, 9, fantastic. Henderson, 10 years after lifting the League Cup for Liverpool against Cardiff City, he's done it as captain now. Absolutely fantastic. And I thought he had a fantastic performance. I thought he was really good throughout that game. A little bit of passes going astray, but I tell you something, Henderson was very good. So Henderson gets an 8. Fabinho, fantastic. The Hoover in midfield, I think he did really well against Conte and Kovacic, winning the ball back a lot as well. So I think they were very good. Very good for me. Fabinho, 9. Keita, it was... obviously, last minute call from Jurgen Klopp because, obviously Thiago had to be, substituted in the warm-up. He got an injury in the warm-up, so hopefully his injury is not too bad. Was involved in the flashpoint, of course, for the potential red card, but I think he was a bit unlucky. I think both players were going for the ball for sure, but I think he would have been a little bit fortunate to not get a red card anyway. So Naby Keita, I'll give him an 8. Luis Diaz, outstanding performance from Luis Diaz. He turns right, he turns left, turns you inside out. You just do not know which way he is going to go. Absolutely fantastic performance. Did some very good defensive work as well. Diaz gets a 9. Mane, brilliant. Really, really good. I think he was really, really good today. Yesterday, I should say. I think Mane has a very, very good game. Disappointed to be going off. I think that was the right moment to bring Jota on for Mane, and I think that was the right call as well. Mane gets an 8. Salah didn't have his best game, but still, he's won his first Wembley final, and fantastic from him. So Salah will get an 8 as well. Substitutions: James Milner coming on to shore up that midfield was absolutely excellent. But I think everyone gets above an 8, to be honest. James Milner will get an 8. Diogo Jota, obviously scoring, a penalty, which was very, very good. I'm going to give him an 8. Kanate coming on from Matip. I think that was much important at that point as well. I think he defended well. I think he defended well against Lukaku, defended well against Werner. So he will get an 8 as well. Other subs: Divock Origi didn't really have a chance to make an impact, but he managed to score a penalty, and that's the main thing for Origi. And Harvey Elliott, fantastic performance from everyone. And to be fair, I know that Takumi Minamino, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, Kostas Tsimikas and Alisson Becker didn't get on. Everybody has played their part in this journey to winning the League Cup. Absolutely amazing from start to finish. It started against Norwich, followed up against Preston, the 3-3 with Leicester, and then the 2 games against Arsenal. Everybody has played their part. Shout out to obviously Harvey Blair, shout out to Owen Beck, Cade Gordon. There's been loads and loads of young talent coming through this Liverpool side. The future is bright, as they say. The future is bright. But Liverpool win an absolutely amazing 0-0 game. If you watched that game yesterday, it was a fantastic 0-0, fantastic spectacle, fantastic final as well. One of the best finals I've watched as a 0-0 for a long time, and I thought it was an excellent final. But edge of the seat stuff. But Liverpool have managed to win the League Cup on penalties by 11 penalties to 10. So that is it. That's my match reaction for the game against Chelsea. This is going to sped on Liverpool to maybe win more trophies at the end of the season, hopefully, but we will see anyway. But thank you for watching. Remember to like, share and subscribe. Do what you can to support the channel, and I'll see you very soon. You'll never walk alone. Cheers, Reds.